In today's video, we uncover the strange and disturbing case of Megan Cordy, a mystery that took a shocking turn when detectives realized the person everyone thought was grieving might actually be the killer. The wedding of a family friend took place in Yamhill County, Oregon in August 2018. Megan Cordy, then 27 years old, and her mother, Jennifer Weathers, went. The evening that was supposed to be fun, with dancing and partying, turned out to be anything but that. Megan had an event happen to her on their way home that night. There are only 3 people who know the real story. One of them is dead and can't tell it anymore. Another says Mason just got out of the car and disappeared. And the third was sitting in her car seat when she saw her mother for the last time. It's too early for Megan Cordy to say what really happened, but the story of how she got to the bottom of a slope next to Dayton Road is full of holes and a lot of anger. This is her story. Just before we continue, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Whether you're watching from home, work, or on the go, drop your city or country in the comments below. It's always amazing to see how far these stories reach. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into true crime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's get back into the case. Jennifer Weathers and Anton Cordy had a daughter named Megan Cordy in December 1990. The younger brother she had was named Jacob. We don't know much about Megan's background or how she was raised. Her father, whose name was Tony, used to be the fire chief for Clackamas County, and she lived in Oregon. Gia is the name Megan gave her beautiful baby girl when she was born in 2015. They were very close, and Gia was Megan's whole world. There was nothing she wouldn't do for her. Tiffany, Megan's aunt, said that her niece liked making other people happy. Life wasn't too important to her, and she'd act silly if she thought it would make someone laugh. Megan's beautiful smile would be one of the first things people would notice about her. It may sound corny, but she really did make the room brighter. Megan, her mother Jennifer, and her 3-year-old daughter Gia went to a family friend's wedding at Heiser Farms in the country on August 18th. Heiser Farms is a place for events and has a pumpkin patch. It was peaceful and beautiful, and it looked like the ideal spot to enjoy a couple's love with their closest friends and family. A fight broke out between Megan and her mom the day before over who would drive to the wedding spot, which was in an area they didn't know. Jennifer asked Megan to bring her own car so that she could take her daughter back if Gia got tired and didn't stay for Jennifer's parties all night. Jennifer was the one who drove them there in the end. No one knows for sure if either of the women had a drinking problem, but based on what happened in the hours that followed, it's clear that alcohol played a big part. The wedding was beautiful and the reception was fun. There were lots of drinks, and everyone was having a good time. It looked like everyone except Megan and Jennifer, who were both drunk. Guests said they saw the two of them getting into a heated fight about something. Jennifer was reportedly very drunk at the time. It was said that she was between 6 and 8 on a scale of 1 to 10 for how drunk she was. Definitely not someone you would want behind the wheel. Around 10 p.m., Gia began to feel tired. At the time, she was only 3 years old, and it's easy to see why Megan wouldn't want to be at a reception with a fussy child who can't sleep because of the noise and new place. Jennifer didn't like it and wanted to stay longer at the party. She is said to have told Megan that exactly what she said would happen did happen, referring to the fact that Gia made her have to leave early. Jennifer was behind the wheel when they left, with Megan sitting in the front seat and Gia in her car seat in the back. The fight continued in the car. After going a short distance, Jennifer pulled over and Megan got out. This is where her cell phone beeped, which is how the police know this happened. They kept fighting until Jennifer talked Megan into getting back in the car. She was in the back seat with Gia this time. The fight between Megan and her boyfriend could still be heard in the background while she was on the phone with her boyfriend. Fire and screams could be heard. There are rumors that Megan told her boyfriend that Jennifer was drunk. After that call, Megan's boyfriend would never talk to her or see her alive again. In the days after this scary car ride, Jennifer told the police the following account of what happened. Jennifer says Megan told her to stop the car so she could get out because she was mad that they were fighting. Jennifer did that, and Megan got out of the car but left her shoes and phone inside. Jennifer yelled for Megan out the driver's side window, but she wasn't there when Jennifer turned the car around to look for her. After that, she drove up and down the stretch of road for 30 minutes looking for Megan. Finally, she gave up and went home, saying she needed to get Gia back home. Jennifer said she thought Megan either got a ride with someone or made it back to the wedding site. That night, Jennifer got home, went to bed, and fell asleep. She didn't know if her daughter had made it home safely.
Hi, is this a number I call for a non-emergency?
This is the dispatch center, non-emergency.
I mean, I don't know if it's an emergency. I'm sorry. My daughter has been missing since last night, and I'm getting kind of worried because she's supposed to work in 10 minutes, and I haven't heard anything from her. We were at a wedding, and she was upset and got out of the car, and I haven't heard from her since. I haven't been able to find her. I drove around for 2 hours this morning looking for where she got out of the car, and so I don't know if I should call 911 or if I have to wait a certain amount of time.
When Jennifer wakes up the next morning, August 19th, Megan is not there. She checks to see if she can report her lost, but she doesn't call 911. Jennifer calls the non-emergency line instead. During the call, she says she looked for Megan for 2 hours that morning, but couldn't find her.
No, there's never a certain amount of time to wait.
Okay.
Do you want to report her as missing?
Yeah, I think so.
Where was she missing from?
I've checked the hospitals and I checked the jails, and she's not in either one of those. So the wedding was at Heiser Farm in Dayton, Oregon.
A lot of people have talked about this call, from Jennifer's words to the way she spoke. She seems cool the whole time, but everyone deals with stress in their own way. But it doesn't make sense to say to call the bars and hospitals. There would be a bigger sense of urgency here if Jennifer thought that her daughter might have been arrested or hurt badly enough to be in the hospital. Also, your worries won't go away once you rule out those choices. They'll probably get worse. Megan could be hurt somewhere and not be able to call for help. Even worse, she could have gotten into the car with the wrong person.
And what is your name?
My name is Jennifer Weathers.
And what is her name?
Megan, Meigan, Cordie, Cordie.
You know what she was wearing?
She was wearing I want to say it was floral pantsuit. It was one piece, short sleeve, navy blue with flowers on it. And she doesn't have her phone. She didn't have her phone. She left it in my car. She didn't have her wallet. Everything was in my car.
Okay, we'll go ahead and have someone get in contact with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
After getting the report, the police took Megan's sudden absence very seriously. Someone told them that she got out of a car at night on a dark, unlit road in a country area she didn't know. It looked like that was a bad idea. Everyone in the area saw a call for help in the search for Megan, and her picture was plastered everywhere. About 300 volunteers and rescue workers came together to look for Megan in the forests, rivers, and farmlands where she was last seen. Along this path, there was no sign of Megan anywhere. To give you an idea of the area, Megan had stopped by a store run by a family friend the day she went missing. The store was not far from the wedding site. Megan Spencer said nice things about Megan's blue floral dress, and Megan said, "Thank you."
And she came in and she was in like a floral pantsuit. And I remembered it because we do have weddings down here, but it's not overly common to see a bunch of people dressed up. So I said, "Oh, that's really pretty." She said, "Thank you."
Megan Spencer was shocked to hear about the missing person, but not that someone could go missing in this area. Well, if she was walking around barefoot at 10:30 at night, it's completely dark down there. There are no streetlights or anything.
Well, she was barefoot and it's 10:30, 10 at night. It's pitch black down there. There's no streetlights, no nothing.
Megan's family and friends were heartbroken when they heard there was still no news about her by the end of the first day. She was still lost, and time was running out. Given the strange circumstances of Megan's absence and the fact that the police knew who she was last seen with, it's not a surprise that they wanted to talk to Jennifer Weathers more. But first, they were going to search her car. Megan had been sitting in the front seat when she left the wedding venue, which is where her cell phone and shoes were found. Even though Megan had left her phone behind, there was something much scarier in the car. A bunch of blonde hair in the front seat. Since the roots were still connected, it was clear that they had been pulled out and not cut. What Jennifer said about the fight seemed to be a lot more serious than she had said. Jennifer was being questioned while she was hooked up to a lie detector. The next video clip shows some of what she was asked. The detectives know that these findings can't be used in court, but they can help them find the truth.
The following clip shows some of Jennifer's questioning, which was done while she was hooked up to a lie detector test. The investigators know that these results cannot be used in court, but they can help point them to the truth.
Yeah, we were in the car.
Okay. And then it got heated in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, did it ever get physical in the car?
She pulled my hair.
Okay. How far from the venue were you, or was it still at the venue?
No, it was right before she got out of the car. We already started driving, and she was yelling at me. And she yanked my head back. And I slammed on the brake. And then I yelled at her, "What are you doing? She is in the car." And I reached back and hit her arm, trying to make her let go of my hair.
As was said at the beginning of this case, only 3 people knew what took place that day. It's not clear which parts of Jennifer's story are true and which are not, but it's clear that she blames Megan for everything. We all get into fights all the time. While getting physical is never the answer, Jennifer seems to be avoiding responsibility for her part in the fight by making it look like Megan lost it in front of Gia. From everything we know, Megan was a great mom to her daughter, and being angry in front of her for no reason is not like her at all. I also want to draw attention to the long pause after Jennifer's last word. Filling the silence is used in this classic way. Jennifer isn't comfortable even though she's trying to look cool and collected. Jennifer would not have taken 12 seconds to add that she hit Megan's arm away if she was telling the truth and was sure of what she was saying.
And when she finally let go of my hair, I started slowing the car down, which is when she started opening the door, saying, "I'm going to get out." Oh. First, she had called her boyfriend.
You hit her in the arm? How many times?
Oh, I don't know. I just reached back until she let go of my hair.
Okay.
I'm
Are you sure that you were hitting her arm?
No.
You're just hitting something?
I was just reaching back.
Okay.
I mean, it had to have been. She was like this. So, I think it was hard.
Okay.
Yeah, but she called her boyfriend first and wanted him to come get her.
What's
And
his
that
name?
was before she pulled my hair. His
Okay.
name is Brendan. She called him Burr. His nickname, B-U-R.
Jennifer tells the police that Megan called her boyfriend and asked him to pick her up, but she doesn't say why or when this happened. Was Megan worried about how her mother was driving since people at the wedding said Jennifer was very drunk? Why would she leave her daughter in the car with her if she was?
Cursing back and forth at one another and really getting ugly like that. I mean, you
Oh, yeah.
she's...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she called him, you know, "Why you come get me? Why you come get me?" And he must have said no. And then,
Whose phone did she call him with?
hers.
Okay.
And then,
And this is when she pulls your hair not too long after that?
yeah.
What predicated that?
Who knows? I have no idea.
Were you guys in the middle of yelling at one another? She pulls your hair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
If she was awake and they had been arguing, a out-of-the-blue action like grabbing her hair would have been noticeable enough for them to remember what had happened before it. In this case, why does Jennifer need to make Megan look like the bad guy? It's odd for a mother whose daughter is still missing for her to say one thing and then say the next that Megan does call her names. They were arguing, but she still blames her missing daughter even though she has already admitted it. If Jennifer wasn't so happy all the time, this behavior might not stand out as much. Once more, her daughter is not there.
Trying to get her to let go of my hair. She's trying to let go of my hair. I start pulling the car down. She's like, "I'm going to get out." And I'm like, "You're not getting out. Car. You're not getting out of the car." And I was almost just off. And she started opening the door, which is why it was slowing down. And I was almost just off, and she just opened it and jumped out. But then I stopped the car and got out and walked around it, closed her door that she had jumped out of. And I was looking for her. I couldn't see her anywhere. I'm calling her name, and she's not answering me. I can't leave the car because Gia's in it. So I'm just calling her name, get back in the car, and I can't see her anywhere. So I got back in the car and turned it around because I figured with the direction she jumped out, she'd be heading the opposite way. So I got back in the car and turned around and tried to find her with the headlights. I had the windows rolled down, and I'm just calling her name, calling her name, calling her name. She's not answering, and I couldn't see anything.
How fast were you going when she jumped out?
Oh, I mean, like, literally, I was almost to a stop.
Okay. Like less than 5 miles
Yeah.
an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because as soon as she started saying she was going to get out and started messing with the door handle, I started coming to a stop.
And you couldn't see her?
Mm-mm.
Did you hear anything when she jumped?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear an ouch or anything like that?
No. No.
Then you went back to the car, turned around,
Mm-hmm.
headed back towards the farm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Child down.
I don't know.
Just to be clear, someone asked Jennifer what Gia was up to. It takes her a long time to answer, but she finally says, "I don't know." The next line is crying, I would imagine.
I drove back and forth, probably for about a half an hour, trying to find her. I called Burr at some point, but he didn't answer his phone. And then Gia was crying. Oh my God, she believes she was there for all now.
Jennifer seems to be more worried about what Gia saw than about the fact that Meghan is missing.
Is it normal for Megan to flip out like that?
Not so much recently. I mean, back in the day when I first got divorced and got remarried, it was.
A kid was telling them to just leave her. About their mother, this seems almost possible when you consider that the same child had been crying just moments before when she saw the fight and her mother left her alone in the back seat of the car. It's just not possible.
Did you try and call her?
Try and call Megan?
Mm-hmm.
No. No, I did not.
Why not?
I don't know. It didn't even occur to me to try and call her.
Okay.
I was more worried about Gia and getting Gia home. At that point, Megan wasn't my focus. Gia was. So I just drove home and I took her upstairs and put her in bed.
Had Megan those kind of stuff in the past?
What kind of stuff?
Jump out of your car.
She'd never actually done it, but yeah, she's threatened to before.
Okay. Any more drinking or anything that night for you?
No. Definitely.
Nothing relax or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. No, I was so tired already. I was exhausted. I didn't take my makeup off or anything, and I never do that. I didn't take my contacts out.
Okay.
I just got in bed with Gia because she was asleep. I crawled in with her and cuddled her.
Okay. Did that surprise you that Megan was acting the way she was acting in front of her daughter?
In front of her daughter, yeah. And that she wouldn't stop.
Okay.
It definitely surprised me. I mean, she hasn't done anything like that before.
No?
No. And usually in text. Usually, she's an angry texter. An instant angry texter.
What kind of stuff sets her on?
Me. Anything I do. Yeah, she'd done it to me a few weeks ago when I stopped by to pick up Gia while she was at work. I met her at her work and picked her up. And
Where does she work?
Blue Mercury at Bridgeport.
What is that?
It's a cosmetic store with aesthetic services.
Okay.
She's an esthetician.
Uh-huh.
You
had to stop by to pick up
I picked up Gia and asked her what time she was going to be done with work, and she said 5:30, and so I thought, you had told me 5 before, and She was like, yeah, I thought it was 5, it was 5:30, and I just kind of rolled my eyes. Because she does that a lot. Like, just doesn't know her schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what? I'm like, well, I don't understand how you never know your schedule. Like, you're 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not know whether you get off at 5 or 5:30?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I woke up at about 5:30.
On Sunday?
On Sunday, because the sun was coming out, and I got up, and I got dressed, and grabbed Gia, and went out to look for Megan.
You didn't call her first?
No. No, I had her phone. She had left her phone in the car.
How did you figure that out?
When I took Gia out of the back seat, I saw it on the floor.
After 4 days of looking very hard, the police had to end the search. A huge number of people were looking for Megan, but there was still no sign of her in a large area around where Jennifer said she got out of the car, so they had to cut back. Of course, they would keep working on Mayan's case as a live probe. By this point, Jennifer had earned a fair amount of doubt among the detectives. They didn't believe the story she told them, and the fact that her lie detector test wasn't clear made them even more sure she wasn't telling the truth. They would soon have a big change, though. The next day, August 23rd, after the search for Megan was called off, a group of walkers were taking it easy on some quiet Dayton roads when one of them saw something down a steep slope. It was Mason Cordy.
Sad ending to the search for a missing woman from Yamhill County. Joggers stumbled on a body near Dayton, believed to be that of Megan Cordy.
Mason's body was found at the bottom of a steep, rocky slope. Why couldn't the hunters find her? Megan was found 9 miles from where Jennifer said she got out of the car. A sad case came to a tragic end with this finding. The body of Megan was taken from the scene of the crime and taken to the medical examiner's office to be examined. The results would show that she had been seriously hurt. A direct force injury to the head was found to be Megan's cause of death. Her aorta had separated, which would have killed her right away. Authorities didn't say much or anything at all about Megan's case for the next 30 days or so, except for when they met with the press on September 27 to talk about the case again. At this news conference, District Attorney Brad Berry talked about what happened before Megan's death and what the autopsy found. He told the press that the medical examiner didn't think Megan's injuries were consistent with being hit by a car, and that the fact that her bare feet weren't hurt showed that she hadn't been walking far. It was also found out that Jennifer failed her second polygraph test and stopped helping the police after that. The following might have been the most important thing to learn at the press conference. Brad Berry said that the medical examiner thinks Megan got out of the car while it was going faster than 5 miles per hour. But because the death was ruled an accident, the district attorney said that no one would be charged with a crime. Investigators and the district attorney thought Jennifer was going the wrong way because she missed a turn when Megan jumped or fell out of the car. After she hit the ground, she rolled down the steep slope. Surprisingly, there was no sign that Jennifer had sped up before Megan got out of the car, which is something that could only have come from Gia. Jennifer Weathers was accused of driving while drunk and putting other people in danger without thinking. Jennifer's hearing was in October. Since she hadn't taken a breathalyzer test that night, the prosecutors could only rely on the testimony of people who saw her at the wedding. In the end, she took a deal to drive drunk instead of being charged with the death of her daughter. The prosecutor and district attorney were open about how upset they were that no one was being charged with Megan's death. They told everyone that Jennifer had lied to the cops. She was jailed for 5 days and had to follow the rules for 3 years. To sum up, Gia now lives with her dad in Salem, Oregon, and Jennifer isn't allowed to talk to her. The latest news in the case is that Megan's father sued Jennifer for $500,000, saying that she was negligent and caused Megan's death while she was driving drunk. He also sued the wedding venue for almost $1 million, saying they served too much booze and didn't do enough to stop Jennifer from driving while drunk. This was thrown out by the judge because he didn't answer a move from the defense. The most shocking truths hide behind the people we trust the most. This case is a chilling reminder that appearances can be deceiving and evil can wear the face of a loved one. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories.